Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In the beginning, I wanted to start my presentation with the sentence, so far with the theory, here comes the practice. As some might have already guessed by my appearance, I'm a tattoo artist. That means I'm working with those inks we learned so much about the last 2 days. Maybe I should have started this one. I'm doing stuff like that, mostly all day long, so pretty colorful, and I don't want to be up nose. I hope it's a difference to what we've seen that caused all the problems in the last 2 days, what we've seen. Additionally to being a tattoo artist, I'm also the vice chairman of the D.O.T, that means the German Association of Professional Tattoo Artists. We are found in 1995 as a small group of tattoo artists who had the idea of giving the tattoo scene, our business, a special quality. Means for us, there are several things that somebody has to do if he wants to be a member of the D.O.T. They have to work according to our own hygiene standard, the so often named Tätowiermittelverordnung. We were the guys who wrote it. In combination with our scientists like Professor Wille. And the next thing is, additional to the hygiene standards, he has to provide artistic, high standard work. That is what we want our tattoo artists to have, the standard in the work, in the artistry, and additionally the standard in the hygiene. What we are next doing is we are, for the communication and the information, we are a platform. On one hand, between the tattoo business, that means all the tattooers around, and also with the customers, which is absolutely important for us because a customer has no clue how does the tattoo studio look like, if it's hygienic or not, if it's clean or not, how is the tattoo artist working, how is his art. So that's something that we are helping on our homepage, also in tattoo magazines. And of course amongst tattoo artists themselves. So that means in cases there might occur some problem with some color, believe it or not, before you know it here, we already know everything about it because we talk among each other. If there is maybe a problem with some color or whatever happens, we are talking to the other friends, you know, hey, how's it going? Did you have a problem with it? And we're just, it's like a snowball system, pretty sure. And within a short time, we know if there's something maybe wrong with some material or work. And general research, as I mentioned already, we were the ones who made the Tätowiermittelverordnung. And we are supporting as good as we can, if you let us to, like authorities like the BfR or the European Commission, where we've been working with already 3 years ago. And we, of course, we preserve the interests of tattoo artists in common. That means in our situation here, especially, we know that we have a problem, we have a contamination of our customers, as said so often these days, by the tattoo inks on the dermal way. But we have on the other hand, we ourselves have a problem because we are working with those pigments, with those inks every day. So, and there is a chance that we have also a contamination of the artist by inhalating the pigments while we are working. So, believe it, we are still and always behind the quality. So we want to have absolute clear and clean quality, not only for our customers, that they have tattoos that last a long lifetime and everything will be okay without any problems. And so we would like to get on with what we're doing. So we have the interest not only for our customers, but also for ourselves. The safety of tattoo colors at the moment. Yeah, I have to talk about those colors over there. They scared me to death since I saw them yesterday. Looks to me like they come from eBay, somewhere else. I've never seen them before. And I think I know almost all the colors on the market that normal, good and certified tattoo artists are working with. Those are some I would not even touch and definitely not use them, but that's a different thing. I come to that topic later. So we have problems, we think that the colors are not safe at the moment because, as we said already, the general valid test methods are missing at the moment. We don't have common methods how the pigments are tested. The next thing is that the declaration on the bottles, if there is one, unfortunately on some bottles we can buy on the German market from, for example, in the United States, they have something on it that just says it includes pigments and water. That is not what we would like to have. And the next thing is the health authorities of all the 16 federal states of Germany have their own regulations, and we don't have nationwide rules for Germany. That is a problem that we have. Whatever might be okay in Berlin might not be okay at my hometown in Düsseldorf, which is the thing. We would like to have something that is good for all over Germany. What we as tattoo artists have to do, and believe me, we are good guys. Sometimes the good guys don't wear white. It's that way. We're in the same boat. It's my job. I'm sitting at the end. You know, I'm always the one who is to blame. As soon as something happens with a tattoo, if it's infection or if it's some allergy, I'm the one to blame first, and then we have to go backwards. So we have our customers, and we are absolutely 100%. Yeah, we need high quality. We want the customers to have best quality tattoos. And still, I have a problem. I'm buying colors that are according to the German laws. But the problem is, I only can buy them in good faith because I'm not a scientist. You know, I have no possibility to check the colors of my own. I have to just trust on what's on the colors. If everything on the colors, everything is honest, and that's the problem that I have. We would like to be nice, but sometimes it's a little bit hard for us. Yeah, the legal security in selling and using tattoo colors, as I said it already. Also, the suppliers, the manufacturers don't have the legal security at the moment, as long as there are no really strict laws and that you can follow and really know what to do. Like a positive list for pigments would help a lot, because then we can use colors and the pigments that are allowed. At the moment, what we are doing, we're only using colors that are not forbidden. That's something totally different, and we want to be on the right side. Nevertheless, we are confident that there are only a few problems with colors. Otherwise, we would have heard more customers' complaints and also have more reports in the newspapers. That is the thing that I would like to make as a comment to the pictures that we've seen these days. Most of those tattoos, don't get me wrong, I don't want to be up-nosed, but most of those tattoos look like really poor quality tattoos. That means, and that's a really important point for us, we have no idea where those tattoos come from. We don't know nothing about the conditions, like sitting at home on the sofa with a beagle on my lap. That is not what we call hygiene. We have tattoo studios that are according to the German laws, and they are certified and they are tested. What somebody's doing at home, that's totally out of control. We cannot control that. Next thing is those colors, again, they maybe be bought on eBay somewhere. I have no clue what's in there. At the moment we have a big problem in Germany. lots of people think that tattooing is such a fancy hobby. So they buy themselves a starter set on eBay that costs you not even 50 euros, and then you can start at home, hopefully on yourself, if not on your friends, or maybe what will be your former friends in the future. I'm not even talking about the quality of the artwork, but the problem is I do not know what in China or where else, where are those colors and what the ingredients are. And I think we all agree, for that price it can't be really something that's really worth to work with or that's really safe for the skin. But that's a problem that occurs every day. We have that in our shop so often that people come in and have a look at this one here. A friend of mine did it at home. Can you make it nicer? And that's a problem that we all have so often. But the chances are that those are exactly those tattoos that cause you the trouble, or those that you see when you use lasering or whatever and have problems to deal with. Mostly, when I see the artistic part of the tattoo, I would say they are made somewhere at home. Yeah, the methods to increase the safety of color. Yeah. Okay, we have to establish a working committee for tattoo color safety with scientists, the legislative authorities like you, the manufacturers, and please also the users, means the artists like those from the D.O.T. Then we have to to establish a center of collection of information in case there are some problems, like with colors. We have this Rapex, but as far as I know, everybody can put something on Rapex, and I think for us it's important that only securely verified informations are on that in that list. The evaluation of standard methods for testing of colors. Positive list, I already mentioned it, is a thing that we would like to have because we think it's very helpful. Toxicological tests for ingredients of colors, as usual in food, cosmetics or pharmacy. First by the manufacturer of the pigments and the ingredients, as we learned yesterday, not from BASF because they are not doing it for us, but maybe some other manufacturers. Excuse me. And also by the ink manufacturers, those who put the ingredients together and make a color out of it. And also one point, the enforcement of the new prescription by the legal authorities. That means, if we don't have any policemen on the street, do you really believe that somebody would really drive according to the law? That's the point, that's the problem that we have. I think the legal authorities really have to make sure that those new prescriptions that we have are also controlled and to enforce the people to really behave like the prescriptions. Then the introduction of an authorization for buying, selling tattoo material or inks. That's what I mentioned already, talking about eBay. I have nothing against eBay. I'm buying some stuff also on eBay, but never would I buy any tattoo material, tattoo supplies on eBay. And that's the next thing. I would like to give an advice, if not maybe a hint. Yesterday I heard about 25 colors that have been bought on eBay and they've been tested. Believe it or not, a tattoo artist, a really good tattoo artist who really does it with the heart, would never buy his stuff on eBay. That means whatever you might have found there, that is the material we would never use. So in those cases, I just take my advice. Why not ask those guys who are really working with it every day? So that means just ask somebody from the practice. They are absolutely, the D.O.T. of course is, and I know so is Pro Tattoo. We are prepared to give you all the help that you want. We can give you names of tattoo colors. We can give you about meals, about everything. Also what we found already in the last 10 years, we would provide you with almost anything. Sometimes I think it's helpful to also talk with those who are dealing in practice. Okay. Of course, the new regulations have to be practicable and affordable. I have no clue how much it costs to test a color, but I think it's a thing, if you have 20 colors or 100 colors, that makes a big difference. So it has to be something that everybody can really afford. And the tattoo inks must be still usable and meet the quality requirement. That's the point. We would like to have those tattoos. We don't want to have something that is totally pale or faded, that everybody in the end can say, oh, this tattoo must be from Germany because it's so faded, it doesn't look very nice at all. Yeah. Might sound funny, is in reality is really a problem, because we also have the problem EU-wide. Because if we have regulations in Germany, strict regulations, and we cannot work with those colors anymore because it's hard to put them into the skin, and they don't look correct because they are not light fast and not long lasting, then we have to suffer the disadvantages against the other European countries, and our customers go over the borders and let their tattoos done there, which is a thing that we do not want, of course. Yeah, what we do, what does the D.O.T contribute to this situation? We developed the hygiene standards, the Tätowiermittelverordnung, for Germany, rated also by the WMF in Germany, and it is used by many health offices all over Germany. The D.O.T members are working with licensed tattoo inks only. And the D.O.T can provide important knowledge of the tattoo artist for practical terms, and of members of our own academic council, that means scientists that cover all important aspects of tattoo business. So don't hesitate to contact them for the help. Then the D.O.T. Okay, good, okay, I heard it. And the D.O.T ensures communication between tattoo industry and legal authorities. Yeah, and here are the pictures again. That's what I wanted to tell you. I hope to say it with Humphrey Bogart, this will be the beginning of a wonderful friendship. Thank you very much.
I just want to add that during the podium discussion that follows this session, if Andreas or anybody else would like to extend the conversation for this session, because we're not given so much time, I would encourage them to do so. So please, by all means, if you want to continue the conversation, let's do so when we have the time. But let me give it a minute. Here we go. I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Alex.